Vision, and welcome back into our lesson, um, into our revision, by the way. Uh-huh. So today, okay, so those who haven't subscribed, guys, okay, please, if ever you're watching this video, just go and click the subscribe button, okay? Yes, please, and go click the subscribe button, okay? Yes, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for your subscription. Um, and mostly, thank you so much to those who have subscribed, okay? Yes. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so let's look at figure 2.5, 4.5, I mean. Let's look at figure 4.5. So 4.5 says study figure 4.5, which shows current trends in the South African agricultural production. Okay, this is our figure 4.5. Okay, yes, that shows South African agricultural production. Okay, yes, agricultural production 2015's crops are made down by more than 4.5 million tons. Okay, so these are the South Africa's in that table. So the South Africa's six major crops and extent of land planted in 2014 and 2015. So these are the crops, okay, down there. These are the crops, down the crops. We have maize, we have sunflower seed, we have soya beans, we have groundnuts, we have sorghum, and we have dry beans. With the number of tons that were produced in the year 2014 and 2015, each and every crop, okay, yes, as well as hectares are also being illustrated there, okay, hectares planted in 2014 and hectares planted in 2015, okay, 2015 and 2014. Okay, so going down there, we also have a comparison of total crop yield and land planted in 2014 and 2015. Okay, so these comparison of total crop yields and land planted. Okay, yes, comparison. As you can see, this is the comparison. So down there we have hectares planted in 2015, 2014, and we have hectares planted in 2015. Okay, yes. Let's jump into our questions. 4.5.1 says, which crop in South Africa has shown an increase in production since 2014? Okay, let's jump into our answer. So since 2014, right? Yes, shown in production since 2014. Okay, if you can see there the soya, so sorry about that. If you can see the soya beans, okay, soya beans have increased. Is the only crop that have increased from 2014 to 2015. Okay, yes, but if you can see other crops have decreased. Okay, yes, if you can see other crops have decreased from 2014 to 2015. Okay, yes, so soybeans is the only crop there that I can see that have increased from the year 2014 2015. Okay, yes, the crop yield, let's go and write it down for 4.5.1. it's soybeans. Okay, soybeans. Let's jump to 4.5.2. 4.5.2 says name the crop showing the greatest decrease in production from 2014 to 2015. Okay, yes, the greatest decrease, meaning that this crop has a low number in 2015. Okay, yes, than as it compared to 2014 crop yield. Okay, if you can look at maize, okay, maize was 14,250,000 tons of crops or of crop yield that were produced for maize in 2014. But if you can look in 2015, there are only 9,838,500 tons, meaning that that's a greatest decrease. Okay, yes. So maize is the one that has greatest decrease. So it's maize. Let's jump to 4.5.3. Okay, so our 4.5.3 says state the relationship between the crop yields and hectares planted for the period 2014 to 2015. Okay, so these are our hectares. Okay, let's look here. The hectares planted 2014, and these are hectares planted in 2015. Okay, so this is the number for hectares planted in 2014, which were 3 million. Mind you, 2014 was before the year 2015. Okay, yes. So before that year, um, in 2014, there were 3,976,845 hectares planted. Okay, in 2014. Then in 2015, there were 4,108,650 hectares planted in 2015, meaning that the the number of hectares planted increased. Okay, yes, the meter square have increased. Okay, yes, by I can say almost oh yes, increased from 3 million to 4 million. Okay, yes, as you can see. So but if you can see in our data that is being given there, you can see that from 2014 to 2015 the crop yield was decreased. Okay, yes, the crop yield decreased. As you can see, this is 2014 and this is 2015. The crop yield decreased, more especially for maize, as we already asked about that question. Okay, yes, so 20, yes, so but the number of hectares increased, but the crop yield decreased. Yes, so you can say the hectares planted increased from 2014 to 2015. Okay, as you can see, from 2014 to 2015, increased from 3 million to 4 million hectares. Okay, yes, but the crop yield decreased. Okay, as you can see, the crop yield in 2014 was high, but in 2015 was low. It gone down. Okay, yes, gone down. So let's go and write it down. So you can say the hectares planted increased from 2014 to 2015, but the crop yield decreased. Okay, yes, so that's our answer for 4.5.3. Okay, let's jump to 4.5.4. Let's jump to 4.5.4. It says give two possible reasons for your answer to question 4.5.3. Yes, let's give two possible reasons for a decrease in crop yield from 2014 to 2015, but we had an increase in number of hectares. Okay, yes, that's so impossible. Okay, so what are the factors that may affected negatively the farmers, okay, to produce effectively? um what the general reasons that we can say scarcity of rain, global warming. In 2015 they were experiencing the El Nino term. Okay, yes, the scarcity of rainfall, global warming, um and. Okay, yes, So let's go write them down. You can say low and unreliable rainfall, unreliable rainfall, which which led which leads to droughts. Okay. Okay, so we're supposed to give two. I'll give you three. Drought condition in 2015. Okay, there were droughts in 2015. Drought condition in 2015. That's your 2 marks, but let me add more. So you can also say shortage of water, making it impossible for irrigation to take place. Shortage of water, making it impossible for irrigation to take place. That's how it goes. So yes, so those are the possible reasons why there was a decrease in the crop yield from 2014 to 2015, but there was um, there was an increase in hectares from those between those years. Okay, so those are one of our possible reasons. You can also say there was poor soil with legally humus, because if there's no rainfall, there will be no arable. There will be scarcity of arable land with legally humus. Yes, making production to be low. You can also say slow process of land redistribution, meaning that the government is not giving people land. Okay, it's not effective with the process of giving the land back to their original owners. Okay, yes, and also the scale farmers not producing enough maize because of illiterate um, farming and so on. Okay, yes, so there are more, guys. Okay, there are more, and also pests can also be a threat. Okay, yes, and diseases and poor farming methods, as I've mentioned, that um, caused by illiterate farmers and so on. Okay, yes, not knowing which fertilizer to apply, or they apply more fertilizers instead of just applying simple fertilizers. Okay, let's jump to 4.5.5. Okay, 4.5.5 says in a paragraph of approximately 8 lines, suggest measures that can be employed to improve crop production to meet the needs of growing South African population. Okay, now we are applying or giving the measures that that can be um, can be done to improve our crop production here in South Africa. Okay, yes. Okay, so as you saw, the fact that in 2014 to 2015 there was a decrease of crop yield, but there was an increase in the number of hectares. That basically means that we need some water, availability of water. We need better fertilizers or improved fertilizers, so that we can improve our crop yield. Use genetically modified seeds and crops and so on, so that we can produce high number of crops and big crops. Okay, yes, and also encourage the farmers to practice commercial farming instead of subsistence farming. Okay, yes, and so there are so many, guys. I'll just give you. Okay, say availability of water supply. Okay, for irrigation program. for irrigation purposes, water saving programs, so that we don't experience water scarcity. Water saving programs. And we can also have water transfer schemes. We can build our dams. Government can build dams for the households to practice, or for farmers to motivate them to practice their farming. Okay, yes, to produce crops and so on, and also use fertilizers to improve crop yield. Use fertilizers to improve crop yield. Um, yes, as I said, you can use genetically modified, okay, seeds and crops. Okay, you can also develop infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure infrastructure infrastructural development for accessibility to markets. Okay, yes, so that when farmers produce these crops, this vegetation and so on, so that they can easily transport them to the shops, to the markets and so on. Okay, yes, so training of farmers on agriculture research. Okay, we train farmers to on agricultural research. Okay, encourage the farmers to practice commercial farming. Okay, encourage farmers to practice commercial farming than just only practicing subsistence farming. um Last but not least, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let me give you the ninth one because we are supposed to give 8 lines. Okay, yes, so we are going to construct each and every point that I've gave you. Okay, if and every point sentences that I gave you to validate your explanation, to make it 8 lines and to put it in your own way. Okay, yes, let me add one. And you can also do rotational cropping. Okay, or rotational planting of crops. Rotational planting of crops, this is whereby you are making your land fertile and so on, for NPK to be always available in your land, so that this season you plant cabbage, this winter season, the next following season you plant potatoes, next following season you plant maize, then the next following season you plant carrots. Okay, yes, so it goes in terms of rotational cropping. So these are the um are the possible actions that you may apply, okay, to improve our crop yield as the country here in South Africa. Okay, yes, so please guys, those who haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe. Just click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have learned more on this revision. Wish you the best. Thank you so much. See you. Cheers.